Alright, what's going on YouTube? Sun's out, buns out, coming at you one more time. We got a good one today. We're going to be working on the 2017 Toyota Tacoma. Today, we are going to attempt to throw the 886 Old Man Emu coils. We got those set up right here. So, I got the nice 2886 coils. It's 6X. You see them in there? So we're gonna be throwing these on here. Got it up on the jack stand already. Got the wheel off. Right now I have the 888s on there. So what we're gonna do is, I've seen this done, so we're gonna try and do it. See if we can get it done with these coils. We're gonna try and do it without a spring compressor. We're gonna use the weight of the truck as our spring compressor. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm probably going to take the skid plate off next really quick, and I'm going to loosen. First I'm gonna mark my lower cam bolt on each side. I'm gonna mark where they're at so I can roughly put it back to where it is, so I can drive it to an alignment shop safely. Because I'm gonna need to get it realigned after I do this. So I'm gonna take that off, then I'll mark these and I'll loosen these. First, what I wanna do is, I'm gonna keep the bottom of the shock bolted in. I might loosen it up a little bit, but I'm gonna keep that bolted in. Then what I wanna do is put the floor jack under my lower control arm right here. I'm gonna raise it up to where it compresses the spring, but doesn't lift the truck up. So once I get it at that point, the spring will be fully compressed under load. And what I'm gonna wanna do is take off this top strut nut, which this is holding basically the coil to the strut. So once I have keep the coil compressed under load, I can undo this all the way. It'll still be under load of the truck and the floor jack. Then I'm going to slowly, if possible, my floor jack, well, you'll see it's hard to slowly do it initially, but I'm going to try to slowly release the floor jack, which will decompress, or should decompress, this coil. And I'm going to keep it pinned into the bottom, so it shouldn't go flying anywhere. It should just decompress and stretch all the way out. Then I can, once it gets fully decompressed, I'm gonna unbolt it, take it off, and essentially put the new coil back on and repeat it in the reverse order. And we're gonna see if that's possible and if I can do it. I'm gonna put the 886 coil back on, put the floor jack under, and jack it up to compress it until the pin comes back through, and I'll recap it. We're gonna see if that's possible and if I can do it, so stay tuned. Let's see if we can get it done. Alright guys, so I just loosened up my lower control arm bolts right here. Got the floor jack under my lower control arm. I took out the lower control arm 2 bolts. Those are 19 mils, one on each side. I have it just lifted up under it to where the jack stand just came off of it. So my lower control arm should be able to pivot and swing down now when I decompress the jack. But first, what I want to do is undo this top nut. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Let's go ahead and undo this top nut. That inside pin is going to pivot, rotate with it. You're going to have to clamp it with a wrench and pliers. So I got the top one off now. Bolt washer. Rubber bushing. So there's nothing holding the coil in place right now except the floor jack. I'm going to try to go ahead and decompress this as slow as I can. And hope nothing crazy happens. My floor jack's not the best. I like to throw a little support. And this guy, so it's not hanging so much. My coil's all the way. It's all the way off right now. Okay. Good. So the coil's loose. It's no longer being compressed. That's what we wanted. Now let's go ahead and undo this bottom with our 19 mil. Oh, that's the 19, 22 one. I got it hanging a little too low. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring my floor jack back under it. Just a second to support it. Just so I can get this bolt off. It's moving too much right now. Good. So now we can go ahead and remove the whole shock assembly. I'll go ahead and release it back down actually. lower bolt out. Now we can go ahead, I'm gonna move the jack so I can get this whole shock assembly out. There we go. Perfect. So, as you can see, top is no longer on, the top hat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the new coil on. I'm gonna take the top hat out actually, right now. And I'm gonna throw this new coil on. So guys, I'm not sure how much that last video got, but I got everything off. There's the old coil and strut. I took the top off, the topping hat, and I put some new longer extended studs. These were the studs that were in there, I pounded out. They're about maybe an inch, I'd say. I put 2-inch long, just in case. I put the 3/8 spacer, put the top hat back in. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my 888, 886, put it onto my strut, bolt it back into the bottom, and we're trying to try and jack it back up into there. So let's see if we can get this shit done. Back on here. I want to make sure it's in the same position as the top head. Before I put this lower bolt in. Probably gonna need to rotate it to make it fit. Maybe I will put the bolt in. This back up. In the bottom. I'm not going to tighten it, so I can tighten it. What I need to do now is make sure my coil rotated so that it sits in the same orientation that the old one did. Which is going to be about right there, but I'm going to have to fix it as I jack it up. So, this would be a good time to have two people to help guide it while you jack it up. I feel like this is going to be a bit tricky to do. Let's go ahead. Definitely use two people. think I got it compressed enough. I got the pin through the top, so I'm gonna put bushing, washer, nut. As I suspected, it's not poking through enough yet to fit all of that on there. I believe I got the top on enough. Bottom's no longer really being held in. I'm gonna do a couple threads are showing. I'm gonna go look what's on the other side. Yeah, I got to show about 3 or 4 lines of threads are showing. It's about what's on the other side too. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten my other bolts back up. The head, top of the strut bolts. Looks pretty good so far. Those are, I think, 14. There's my 14 wrench. Fuck. Bolts on. Got the top hat bolt on. I got everything on. will not work and it's super dangerous. Definitely I wouldn't try it if you're not more mechanically inclined, or watch a couple videos, this one, a couple other ones, to get a good understanding of it. But looks like everything went smoothly. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the lower 419 here on the strut. I still do need to get my 2 bolts into the lower control arm, which may take some shaking around to get that in there.